Hey y'all, Mythic Rare here. Ooh, gotta adjust that. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. And if you're new here or just visiting, welcome. Just want to say happy birthday to me and to any other birthdays out there in May and June, as well as congratulations to anybody who's recently graduated. What we have in front of us is going to be the Sarah Burrier canvas. It is Eternal Companion. It's the one where there's a fairy who is petting a dragon that she has befriended. And I know y'all expected me to start this in like the actual month of June, not the tail end of May, but life got in the way of me completing the Mermaids and Magic 2023 event, and that made me feel some sort of way and very, 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 very salty. And since this event, the Craftibly craze does not require a brand new start, I figure why not just get started on it now. So yeah, drop in the comments below how you're doing, if you did anything fun over the long weekend, or if you're gonna be doing something fun because of the long weekend, because I am broke and I would like to live vicariously through all of y'all. And by broke, meaning I paid off the Samsung Galaxy Tab S8, which, yeah, I am very proud of myself. Paying off a device that is so new that you literally cannot trade it in yet. Yeah, I feel like social media just completely pushed that tablet hardcore for me, because I was going through a phase where I wanted to get more into digital art and like actually draw on a screen, but I typically do not draw on a tablet with a screen, and it's like its whole big learning curve. And yeah, I kind of regret the purchase now, but I'm starting to use it a little bit more for things, so I'm kind of like, I don't know, maybe I was just doing a little bit of future thinking, and it'll all work out in the end, hopefully. Maybe, I don't know. I'm gonna try to do a character sheet for it. I play a role-playing game, Dungeons and Dragons. It got very popular during the pandemic because it could be played over Roll20 and Discord. That is exactly how I started. One of our friends who had moved recently into their own apartment is going to be starting a campaign, and everybody's very excited because my work schedule is really weird and just god awful. I haven't really had time to make a character, and whatever time that I do have to myself, it is either being well spent diamond painting, staying current with Demon Slayer, or spending it with my boyfriend. So it's like, yeah, 3:30 to midnight. Glad that today is the last day that I have to work that shift, because those hours really suck. Anywho, enough about that. I want to spill the tea on the allergy clinic. Yes, ma'am, bro, sir. We went yesterday. Well, I should say me and my boyfriend, he just wanted to get out of the house. Enough said. We went to the allergy clinic between 3:30 and 6, just like the hours the week previous had suggested. We saw different colored signs on the windows yesterday, and they basically said that thank you for your patience during this inconvenient time. Cybersecurity incident in parentheses, and here are our hours for the next few days ahead. Surprisingly, I could have come earlier. I could have come at 2 p.m. instead of 3 when I was there, but hey, I didn't know. So I was just like, okay, cool. I'm still within the shot hours. One of the other signs said only 5 people will be permitted to enter. You must have your driver's license, EpiPen with you, and you must wait in side of the building or in the parking lot for your 30 minutes before you are allowed to leave. Pretty much, unless someone has been living under a rock or does not watch the news in any capacity whatsoever, like, wouldn't know what's going on. But I feel like it kind of is becoming a more high profile type of thing. I went ahead and told my boyfriend, keep the car running. We've got plenty of gas, just, so you stay comfortable, whatever. I don't know exactly how long it's gonna take, but here's what they say, so I'm just gonna do what the sign tells me. I walk up to the double doors in the front of the building. There were other folks standing along there with me, and then we start kind of exchanging information because the news isn't telling us a whole lot. They say it's cybersecurity, but one of the guys that I was talking to, he said, yeah, that's what the news keeps saying too, but I have a feeling that it's that either cybersecurity is just the tip of the iceberg, or what's going on is kind of anything but cybersecurity related, because all y'all have gotten those emails saying that there was a data breach, and then whatever company is offering to pay for your credit monitoring and such, right? And I'm just like, oh yeah, that's true. They the guy I was talking to did not receive any such messages, and then we just kind of start going around in a circle. Did you hear anything from them? And everybody's like, no, I didn't. There was neon shirt guy. I don't know, I guess that's what I'll just call him because he had a neon shirt. He worked construction. Enough said. There was what looked like a office lady, because it's she had a nice top on, work slacks, little kitten heels. And then there was an active senior couple who came in right behind us, along with mom and her toddler age son. So we're all just kind of going around in a circle. We're just like, oh yeah, here's what I found out. Here's what I found out. And neon shirt guy had ran into somebody running errands and such on jobs that used to work at this particular clinic. And he was asking the gal, so what do you think it is? Or have you found out And then she's like, well, I can't get into the specifics, but I will say this, that a lot of this is because the head doctor at this clinic was doing things that she was doing treatments that she was not authorized, or I don't know the medical terminology, but basically she was doing procedures in the part of the skin section of the building that she was not supposed to be doing. It's kind of stuff that she knew how to do, but wasn't certified, authorized, something along those lines, right? Everybody just kind of like cringed. The gal who was telling Neon Shirt Guy this said that she didn't receive any like pink slip, like no warning ahead of time, nothing. She, like, the office was operating just as normal one day, and then the next day she came in and found out that congratulations, you now have unemployment, pretty much. And whoever the office manager is was not letting her back into the building to grab the belongings off of her desk. So she had to call the police to essentially force whoever is managing the building to open up the building to have her retrieve her stuff. I'm thinking that, and this is just like all alleged because I'm hearing it secondhand, we do not know how much of this is actually true versus how much of this is actually spun. But I think that maybe either somebody told on the head doctor, and because they either wouldn't stop or they wanted hush money, I don't know, something, maybe that's why they had a cybersecurity incident. I don't know, just like thoughts going wild because we're being given everything but the whole truth and absolutely everything but the truth. So help us God. And this is like kind of wild, right? Because I'm just like, yo, I grew up in Phoenix. Like Los Angeles 2.0. You hear about that stuff in the bigger cities. You kind of don't hear stuff like that in the smaller cities. But I'm coming to find out that yes, Oklahoma City is growing. People from those larger cities are coming here. The folks who have been here a while or who were born here, they are good salt of the earth people. They want to help out everybody whenever situations arise. They believe the best out of everybody. And I believed the best out of this allergy clinic too. Like, hindsight being 2020, as soon as they closed the office in Norman, I should have just seen the writing on the wall and requested my serums be transferred then. But honestly, I thought that it was a maintenance issue. Whoa. Yeah. That could be annoying. But come to find out, as I'm discussing things with the other folks who have gathered, is that the lady dressed in office attire, she went to the allergy clinic a few days ago after work let her out, and they could not find her vials. From the moment they let us in, she kept a timer going, I guess, and she asked them very first thing once we got in, like, my last name is blah blah blah. I want you to look for my vials because we did not find them the last time, and I need to have my treatment for my thing. And 2 people went through and looked at all the vials because the other allergy clinic that's just a few blocks down the road has been welcoming all of us over to them and has been offering extended shot hours to accommodate us from our office. Like, they've consolidated a lot of the fridges, and a lot of things, of course, got moved around and whatever. And I could see how maybe, like, they didn't find her vials. Waited and stuff as all of the vials and our treatments and everything got pulled. And it goes on like 20 minutes. In the meantime, I'm doing a phone call out to that other allergy clinic nearby. I'm doing my new patient intake. I'm giving them all my insurance, whatever. And I got in, like, I got accepted. My new patient appointment be June 26th. And I am crossing my fingers that I do not have to restart all the way back at the beginning, because I am about halfway or so through. Which one do I want to grab next? No, numero uno. Where are you? There you are. Which, yeah, June 26th. It's a while away yet, but you know what? I made that appointment just in case, because one of the things that I did overhear the staff and some of the others that went at the same time as me to go get their shots is that the other office is having meetings right now trying to decide whether or not they can trust any of the data that has come from the allergy clinic that is having the supposed cybersecurity nonsense. Like, they're wondering, can they even trust it? And they are thinking just having us start all the way over on stuff if we're in the build-up phase. And I'm just like, that's just great. Have them start all over again. But you know what? They gotta do what they gotta do. They want to make sure everybody's safe. Can't fault them for doing that. It is very annoying, but it is what it is. Some of the other folks who came in right after me knew, like, different parts of the information, but right now they said the reason that we do not have access to our electronic medical records from this allergy clinic is because isn't necessarily because of cybersecurity, but it's because of payments and lack thereof. This place had supposedly been so mismanaged that they did not pay somebody to do upkeep on their database or something along those lines. Again, this is secondhand information, so just take it with a grain of salt. But supposedly somebody didn't get paid for doing their job, and they are not letting us have our medical records, which, like, me and my boyfriend, we were having this discussion in the car yesterday on the way back. We totally agree. Like, nobody should have to work for free, but at the same time, patients are going to need to access their records for things. And in that respect, it is not right that they're just basically holding them hostage. And for all we know, it could be ransomware, and that is what's holding our records hostage. I wish the news would say something along the lines of, we know that you're hearing all different things, like, here's what's actually been happening. Like, I don't know. Everybody is hearing something different, so that just kind of leaves me to conclude that maybe cybersecurity is just a piece of it, but the problem is much bigger. Either that or the problem is totally, completely different, and they're just trying to put a blonde wig on it saying that it's cybersecurity when it ain't. I don't know. They take us to the back room eventually when there is 5 people going out, 5 of us going in. They pull, like, they meaning the nurses and stuff still working there, they pull all of our vials and everything, and then they start giving us these papers. And these papers are so that they can have our vials transferred to another facility. We were not forced to take them. They were offered to us, and surprisingly, one of the people who went in after me was saying that they were going to stay because they were very, very close to the end of the treatment that they were finishing, and they are going to try to stick it out. A lot of people were telling her, like, don't even, just have it transferred somewhere else, because you'll probably have to start all over, and there's no point in you continuing treatment here if it's still going to be mismanaged. Like, still keep your transfer paperwork, and, like, only stay here if you find out later that everything with this clinic is gonna be all brand new people. And I highly agree. It's like Phoenix was easy mode, I guess, because they have people still moving in from all over. But yeah, now I feel like, okay. Now I'm, like, really drinking a tall glass of I told you so, because the place that is offering to pick up all of the patients that are essentially being abandoned is the one that my boyfriend's mom told me to go to in the first place. Like, I know I shouldn't beat myself up over that too much, but I do, in a sense, feel a little dumb. But the important thing is I'm on the pathway of being transferred out. I got my new patient appointment. I got my transfer papers. I have to drive back to Edmond Thursday of next week in order to get them signed by the new office. And then I have to go back to my original office and bring it to them. And then they'll transfer the vials. Like, it is a whole thing. I feel like this is the type of thing that needs to go on the Nurse Liz YouTube, because oh my goodness. And here's the thing too, is I'm kind of a paranoid person since this is the first time that I've ever done an HSA in my adult life. I was afraid that I was going to get audited, right? So I kept all of my receipts from whenever I've done payments for allergy shots in the office, medications at the pharmacy, you name it. If it's related to my allergies, I've kept that receipt in a Ziploc bag, in a drawer, in my desk. And I am so glad that I did, because there would be times where this allergy clinic would say, oh yeah, you owe $10.95 today for your shots. And then there would be a whole bunch of other times where I'll ask them and I'll say like, hey, do I owe anything? And they'll say, no, you don't owe anything. You're fine. Just go get your shot. And I'm just like, okay. And now I'm like looking through my insurance app and I am just seeing like, ding, 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 allergy shots, $10.95, $10.95. And it's all like starting to stack up. And I'm just like, oh, I am so glad that I have a HSA that's deducting all of this right out the gate from my check. Because if I didn't, then I would probably be wanting to wear my brown pants, because that is a pile of poo right there. So yeah, like eventually I'll have to go through all of those, and whatever I see on my insurance app that I do not have a receipt for, I'll need to pay it, and it is what it is. So yeah, other than that, I told my boyfriend what was going on in the car ride, and straight from getting allergy shots, we went to pick up his friend, and oh, what do I want to nickname him to protect his identity? Well, he's gonna be the DM, so we'll just refer to him as that. So we went ahead and we picked up the DM, aka Dungeon Master, because my boyfriend and him are gonna start a campaign. I have absolutely no idea what I wanted to do for a character. We know that it's gonna start soon-ish, depending on when Alex and Mr. Mans get a job. But they wanted to have everything pretty much ready to go. So I drove them back to our house, and we started showing each other all of our D&D loot and stuff, and it eventually evolves into me working on my character. I have never necessarily done a character with this type of concept, and like normally I play a healer. So I was thinking, like, what if I could just pull an Encanto and have my character make food that is just like so good that it just heals you heals your physical ailments and like heals your soul. So we were kind of thinking like the different food textures and things like crunchy will do this, spicy will do this, bitter is gonna like have these status effects, and so on and so forth. We had like a very interesting discussion about adult beverage as a choice, as in caffeine, not even alcohol, because we're kind of just like, well, if you roll a constitution check to see if you're drunk, and then that's it. But no, like, we're trying to come up with something special for caffeine, like it'll be a heal over time, as kind of what we're leaning into. And like, I'm thinking I want my character, because they're gonna be a cook, but they're also gonna like heal. I'm thinking I want my character to be in a chef's coat, but the chef's coat is actually gonna be a mini dress, and then there's gonna be a skirt underneath that, and then leggings underneath that. So like, that's just kind of the base outfit, and I'm thinking maybe pair it with some hiking boots for obvious reasons, and oven mitts that have like paw pads, like a paw pad design on the palm of them, because I'm thinking that I want my character to be a bunny person. Like, I've never, like, not like furry, but they look kind of like a average anime character with the addition of bunny ears, bunny tail. And they're not fake, they are real. So yeah, my character can see in 360-degree vision. Like, yeah, I literally can turn my head all the way around, so I can basically see you, like an owl, kind of. I think it's like I can jump up to 3 times my walking distance. So I'm thinking, okay, like, my character's probably gonna have a pear-shaped silhouette, because they'll have like built legs. But I don't necessarily know what to do for hair color or for the colors on her outfit. None of that quite yet. I'm just trying to flesh out a concept. And I'm thinking, on top of that mini dress that's also a chef's coat, put a belt on the belt. There's gonna be excuse me one moment. Okay, that's better. So on the belt, there's gonna be a miniature little cast iron skillet, just allergies, just big enough to maybe fry an egg, because she'll have the rest of her stuff in her backpack. Belt around the waist, big enough to have a miniature cast iron skillet. She's going to have a sheath on there for a chef's knife. She's gonna have like one of those garter style straps around the thigh that's going to holster a butcher knife. And yeah, we're thinking that on cold days, or if she needs to go into a cold environment, she's gonna have a trench coat. And then she's gonna be like the sundial guy from Hercules, where she just like opens it up and she's like, "You want to buy some spice?" Like, oh my lord. This is honestly one of the most interesting characters that I've come up with. But yeah, it's just because I've played healer for so long in 14, and I've done a couple of campaigns without a healer to where I'm just like, if no one's taking the job, I will take the job because I know I can do a halfway decent job. And not having a healer in your campaign makes things so rough. Like, you have to play so careful, I feel like sometimes, that it just makes me afraid to even like play at all. And it'll kind of feel like the encounter is feeling like a tooth pulling appointment at a dentist office, which it never should feel that way. But yeah, hopefully I will draw up a character concept soon. I still feel I don't know that I'll show it on here, or even if I'll show it on my social media at all. While I've gotten more open to sharing a lot more things, I still kind of like to keep some of my life a little bit private, you know what I'm saying? I don't like to necessarily put everything out there for everybody to see. Something else that's kind of come up too is this is like my 11th video. My boyfriend took a look at my YouTube and he's like, "Why are these not popping off?" And I'm just like, I don't know. He has gone through and taken a look at my videos and he's like, you need to get this thing, you need to do this, that, and this, that, and the third. So I'm looking at getting I forget the actual name of it, but it's essentially a Bluetooth lavalier. So you clip one to your shirt, you clip the other one to your phone, or you could just like have it wherever, but it's Bluetooth and it's from Rode and it's supposed to work amazing. A lot of people have them, but they're over $200. It's something that I have to save towards. But he suggested that I get that and that I start posting for you guys more often. So I need to get that diamond painting pen unbagging up here. Oh no, wait, I already did. I need to get the Temu one up here along with some other videos. But yeah, that's basically the goings on and the tea and everything with allergy shots. Of course, I will always keep you guys posted. And I'll keep you posted on the diamond painting events that I'm doing as well. I feel like if I'm gonna go anymore, I'm probably just gonna be the stuttering, umming mess, because I feel like I've just about talked about everything that I wanted to talk about this week with y'all. And we've gone about 45 minutes anyway, so I feel like that is a decently long video, and I will call it here. Have fun on Memorial Day. Stay safe. Safe travels if y'all are traveling. And we will see you later. Bye.